Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. A very warm welcome to the Holmwood Auction Rooms. Lovely to have you here today. Welcome to our viewers who are joining us on Auctions Live. My name is Bridget Andrews and I'm one of the two auctioneers here this morning. Let me introduce you to our other auctioneer. We've got Daniel Pengelly here. Some of the key people we've got in the room today. We've got Tony Jenkins, he's our Managing Director, and Kyle Sutherland, our CEO. And Hayden Broadbelt over there to the back, he's our auction floor manager. So if you need any help or any assistance today, please don't hesitate to get one of us alongside you. Now, on behalf of the company, a very warm welcome to the owners that we represent here this morning. We're delighted that you chose Holmwood and we wish you the very best outcome today. To the buyers and bidders in the room, good luck today. Your consultants would have given you everything you need for today, including the limb, the title and the contract. Now, on the front page of the contract is the conduct of auction, the rules of auction. So I'm going to work on the assumption that this is a new experience for some of you. So follow me while I talk you through how we're going to work with you in the auction rooms here this morning. Now, in all cases, the owners have provided us with a confidential written reserve that will not be disclosed. Should that reserve be reached or breached, the highest bidder will be the purchaser. Now, if bidding doesn't reach the reserve, don't panic, it's not the end of the auction. Our practice is to pause the auction and we'll take the highest bidder into one of these side rooms there and a vendor into another one. And if we don't meet a satisfactory conclusion, we'll pass the property in, where it will get taken to that wider market where conditional buyers can make an offer. So your best opportunity is here in the auction rooms today. Now, Dan and I, the auctioneers, can nominate the sums by which your bids need to be raised. If the bid is not in the best interest of the seller, we can refuse such bids. If there is a disputed bid, we'll simply go back to the last undisputed bid and resume. Now, clause 2.6, listen carefully. The owner may withdraw the property from auction before it is sold without declaring that reserve price. And that does include that situation where we've paused the auction with the highest bidder. We're in negotiations here. Sometimes in those negotiations, the seller will say to the auctioneer, could you please go out and announce that we've withdrawn the property from auction and we've sold it to the highest bidder outside the room. So if you're sitting here waiting with extra interest, wanting to bid again, you will be disappointed. So please make sure that we're working with your highest bid at all times. Now, the auctioneers, you may hear us say the term vendor bid. The owners have authorised us, the auctioneers, and the auctioneers alone to bid on their behalf, should that be necessary. Now, if and when Dan and I make a vendor bid, you'll be in no doubt it's a vendor bid. This is saying we're not for sale at this level, and we always place vendor bids, always well below that reserve price. So have confidence in bidding against that vendor bid. If any of our colleagues are bidding on behalf of someone, we will identify them to you. And finally, when you hear that wonderful sound and you're that lucky last bidder, we'll get you to sign the auction contract, arrange to pay that 10% deposit of the final purchase price, and acknowledge that you've received a copy of the REA guide. Well, that is the formal part, the boring part. Let's move on to the exciting part, the auctions. So I'm going to take you first to 159 Ashgrove Terrace. It's been superbly brought to the market by Cindy Lee Sinclair from our Maryvale office. She always does a wonderful job for her clients. A very warm welcome to our owner. Thank you for using Harcourts. To the contract, I take you, the property is more formally described as a freehold parcel, 429 square metres more or less on certificate of title CB4 2A855. Settlement date is set down for the 18th of September 2025, unless you're working to a pre-arranged date, and the chattels remain the same as per the contract. Well, this is such a fantastic property here. It's in a really good spot. I love this area. It's right on the river and you've got everything at your doorstep. I was really looking forward to seeing this one and what a makeover it's had. Very smart looking with the black linear board. It looks like a brand new home. Step inside and it's just as impressive inside. It's been beautifully renovated to a high standard. Modern kitchen that flows through to that dining, living area, and you've got those doors opening out to that stunning outdoor area. Lots of nice, well-established trees and plants, and that lawn, I don't think you'll have to mow that, which was a bit of a bonus, isn't it, Cindy? You've got 3 bedrooms upstairs in that family bathroom. There is that room downstairs, which you could use as a small second living room or a study, perhaps. There's so much at your doorstep. You've got the Port Hills playground right there for all you active people, where you can walk to get your morning coffee. There's a playground across the road. I know Cindy's really enjoyed that blue slide after the open homes then. So great. Really, good schools nearby. It really underpins your value here. You've got 3 primary schools you're in Zone 4 and Cashmere High Zone over the fence. So all the hard work has been done. All that's left is for you to move in and enjoy. So 159 Ash Grove Terrace, I look for your opening bid. Does someone want to start me away? A little bit more than that. No one ever likes to start. Is there 950,000 in the room? Somewhere nice and easy to start at 950. Anyone want to take the baton at 950? If you don't, I will. You'll take the baton. Welcome in, ma'am. Good luck today. Nice to meet you at 950,000. Who goes next? Shall we travel in 25, somewhere nice and easy? Is there 975? I've got one bidder so far at 950,000. I'll call it away 3 times. First call at 950. There's not a lot on the market in this area. Second call. Third call at 950. Well, look, I'm going to place a vendor bid at 975. Saves with my owner back at that. But I invite you back at 1 million and we can have a conversation. At 975 on a vendor bid is the bid to beat. Anyone over here, feel free to come in. Beautiful renovation. It's been reclad. Everything is brand spanking new inside. First call at 975. 1 million. Welcome back in at 1 million. At 1 million, well, I'm not going to keep vendor bidding against you. If there's anyone else that wants to bid, now's the opportunity. There is that risk that it might not come back out, as I mentioned before. So at 1 million, first call. Second. Third and final call at 1 million. All right. Look, ma'am, I'm not at a level I can sell. We'll just pause the auction and we'll have a conversation outside the room. So the auction is paused at 1 million. If there's a change of mind, please do get in touch. We'll be back with you shortly.
Kia ora, good morning ladies and gentlemen. My name is Daniel Pengelly. It's my pleasure to take you to our next property in the catalogue. That is 27 McDougall Avenue in St Albans, brought to the market by Ash and Spencer Sutherland Todd. I know you've had a wonderful time here at this home. Good luck to you this morning. Good luck to our owners. Now the property itself, formally described as an estate in freehold, comprised of 764 square metres, more or less, all contained and described on that record of title that Ash and Spencer have provided to you over the last 3 weeks of the campaign. Now, settlement when you can move into this location, that is Wednesday the 3rd of December 2025 or any other date mutually agreed in writing with our owners. Now, that list of chattels, that is expansive and unchanged. I love seeing here, Ash, just the list. It's a full paragraph of extras you get with a home of this quality: ducted heating, HRV system, underfloor heating. There are a couple of excluded and as-is, whereas chattels, but they are all unchanged on the paperwork. I do take it that you have read and understood further terms 23 through to 25 of the contract. You bid, you buy on that basis here this morning. Now, to the home itself. Now, this home is very handsome in the light blue weatherboards, the navy gables, and that white trim. This is a Hurst Seeger designed home, and it is elegant and it is expansive. You've got that high stud ceiling inside that you want from these older character homes. You've got Remu flooring, wood panelling, and statement fire surrounds. The kitchen is modern, and I do like that its layout is separate in the old traditional manner. Like for me, you'd be keeping your secret recipes TVs hidden and also your dishes. The main living area, that is spacious and opening almost to a second living off it with just that wall of windows then flowing around further into that formal lounge. The master suite, it delivers once again on that expansive size walk-in wardrobe ensuite in your own master sunroom. The study, gosh, that is a moody library. It's for reading, contemplation, or perhaps brooding your next evil genius scheme to take over the world. Above the garage, you've got the studio suite, a good-sized bedroom, that ensuite there. Perhaps it's where you're banishing your teenagers. Maybe that's where you're hosting your guests, or maybe some Airbnb. That's entirely up to you. The gardens, beautifully landscaped. I love the mature trees here. The owners, Ash, talked about the seclusion, the privacy they have, because they can barely even notice that they have neighbours with those large trees there. And all of course, this is in that prime location, a block or two from Maryvale Village, and just a hop, skip and a jump into the central city. It is easy living here, and in talking to my owners, I know that they seem to be quite on the fence whether they either wanted to part with the property. But you don't want me to prattle on all morning. You want to get things underway, so I open on a vendor bid of 1.8. And a very exciting number in a location like this. 1.8, my suggestion from here, $50,000 to get into the fray at 1.8 million on McDougall. Who wants to make this? There's a lot of home. The work is done for you. Gorgeous living. A lot of updating there, beautiful warmth when I walked in there on the open homes, filled with sun. First call then at 1.8, now's the time. I know we've got conditional interest waiting, hoping it doesn't sell this morning at auction. Second call. Third, final opportunity to talk one-on-one with my owners. Well, look, I'll move on that vendor bid then at 1.850. I'll make it a bit easier for you, perhaps 1.875 you might go. At 1.850, first, second, third time. Well, look, I'm surprised if you were a smart buyer, you'd be jumping on this now. 1.875, my final vendor bid. Ash, I'm surprised I passed back into you then at 1.875, and I know that we've got conditional people gnashing their teeth and wringing their hands now. Enjoy that it's still available to them. So if you have got interest, if you want to see this, I know there's open homes for this weekend. Please get in touch with Ash and Spencer. I do expect to see a sold sticker on this by Monday. So if you've got interest, give them a call. Act promptly. Good property, good luck to our owners, and we'll be back with you shortly to take you to our next property in the catalogue. Kia ora, Atamaria, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Now, we're just going to shuffle the schedule a little bit. I'm now going to take you to 34 Massey Crescent now, and we will come back to Greenhaven Drive straight afterwards. I welcome up Catherine and Peter Hampton to you. A very busy campaign, Catherine. Good luck to you this morning. Now, the property that we're talking about, 34 Massey Crescent in St Albans, formerly described as an estate in freehold, comprised of 698 square metres, more or less, all contained and described on that record of title that Catherine and Peter have been furnishing you throughout the campaign. Settlement is proposed for Friday, the 19th of September 2025, or any other date that you've mutually agreed in writing with our owners already. That list of chattels, that remains unchanged, and I take it that you have read and agreed to further terms 23 through to 26 of the contract. You bid, you buy on that basis here this morning. Now, this is a beautiful big white weatherboard house. I love those lead-light windows throughout, the white wood panelling. You've got wooden doors that they've left throughout downstairs, matching that beautiful feature wooden balustrade that is the feature of that foyer, welcoming in your guests. You've got that massive main bedroom, and I do notice you've got the walk-in wardrobe, dare I say it, for the lady, and then you've got the wardrobe cupboards for the gentleman. You've got another bedroom, perhaps it's a study, perhaps it's a bedroom right by that front door, giving you options of how you use it. Upstairs, 3 family bedrooms, light and bright, with those skylights in the bathroom. You've got a huge entertainer's kitchen around that breakfast island. I love the space in there. Large dining and separate living area for a bit of separation, a bit of quiet if you need it. A lot of lovely little extras here, that automatic gate giving you privacy and making sure you're keeping the kids and pets contained. The double garaging, and what a surprise to open up that rear door at the back of the garage. Catherine, it's almost like you get a surprise second backyard out the back. I noticed the well-placed soccer posts in the backyard there for, I think the grandson's been using that, but equally it could be a veggie garden, it could be a secret garden. You've got options. And Peter, as I was walking through, he was coping with about 4 other groups while I was trying to talk to him, and he's yelling at me, Dan, don't forget the insulation in the floor, the roof, it's rewired, there's 3 heat pumps, it's girls and boys zone. He was just yelling things because we had so many people there, because it's such good quality here on Massey Crescent. So, Catherine, let's get things underway. Good luck to you. I'm going to start on a vendor bid at 900,000. Nice and easy. 1.2, very good. 1.2 and 1.46 with Jared Rolton there at 1,460. 1,460. They're trying to intimidate you, ladies and gentlemen. Don't be scared. Get into the fray. Perhaps 10,000 at this point at 1,460. Is there 1,470? Johnny Nichols working with some people there. Give you time to consider at 1,460 with Jared Rolton and his clients. At 1,460. Where to from here? Say that again. 147? 1.5. 1.5. Straight back at 1.5. First time at 1.5. 10,000's my suggestion from here. Second time at 1.5. Do we say another 10,000, ma'am? Third final call at 1.5. Another 10 at 1,510. 20. And 20 on top, Jared? No, 1,520. Oh, well, God's love a trier at 1,520. Do we say 30, ma'am? Shaking your head. No problem. I'll give you 3 chances to change your mind at 1,520. Catherine and Peter working the room, checking in with all of you at 1,520. Peter, Catherine, I might need some instructions at 1,520. First time then at 1,520,000. Properties on the market, wonderful, very exciting for our owners at 1,520. I sell away to Jared. 1,530. There's the 30 and 40 at 1,540 now. First time at 1,540. You're shaking your head, but you did that before, so now I'm unsure at 1,540. Second call on Massey Crescent. Third, final time at 1,540. I sell away to Jared and his client. Ma'am, now's the time. Any further at 1,550, do I say? At 1,540. All done? It goes. It goes. Congratulations, Jared, to you and your clients at 1540. A wonderful campaign, beautifully fought over, and we will take you back to Greenhaven Drive in a moment.
Thank you for your patience, ladies and gentlemen. Let's move on to our next auction, which is 15 Greenhaven Drive in Burwood. Now, it's been superbly brought to the market by Clarence Monsanto. Come on up, Clarence, and Matt Dawson from our Maryville office. They've done a superb job. Quiet in the court, please. I'm a judge, by the way. Anyway, as I was saying, Clarence and Matt brought this property to the market and have done a superb job of marketing it. A very warm welcome to our owner. To the contract I take you, the property is more formally described as a freehold parcel, 610 square metres more or less, certificate of title CB3A1409. Settlement date is set down for the 25th of September 2025 and the channels remain the same as per the contract. Well, this is situated on a lovely quiet street. It's a no exit street. You're just a few steps away. You've got that huge park. There's actually a gate out of the backyard that goes out to that park, so you've got a very big lawn that you don't have to mow, which is quite handy. Superb renovation here inside, the smell of fresh new carpet, a smart stylish kitchen and bathroom. The floor plan in this home just works so well. You've got 4 bedrooms and a lovely bathroom. It's a really spacious kitchen, dining, living area, and it all opens up nicely to that outdoor area. I can see that that new lawn's gone down. It was actually a really windy nor'west day when I was there, and in that outdoor area there just wasn't a breath of wind. It was just so sheltered and nice, so it would be perfect for your barbecues. You've got a prime location here. You can walk the kids to school, you can walk to the shops and cafe. It's just really easy living. Well, the renovation's been done, everything's been done, it ticks all the boxes, so now all it needs is the new owner. So I look for your opening bid at 15 Greenhaven Drive. Does someone want to start me away with an opening bid? Is there 550? Somewhere nice and easy to start. Looking for 550. If you don't bid, I will. At 550 then, I'll go on a vendor bid. Ladies first then. You're all very polite. At 550,000, who goes next? At 550, first call, second, third call at 550. Well, I'm going to lift that to 575 on a vendor bid. Great investment property here. It's been beautifully renovated inside. Such a nice area, a real family area. At 575 on a vendor bid, first, second, third. All right, Clarence and Matt don't appear to have any live bids, but I know you do have some conditional interest, some very hot conditional interest. So if you are interested in this property, give Matt and Clarence a call. We're going to pass this property in at 600,000. Anybody north of that level, get in touch with them. Get in quick because it will go quickly. So the property is passed in at 600,000, and we'll be back with you shortly.
Kia ora and good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I'm happy to take you now to 56 Broomfield Terrace in Burwood. Gui, come on up. Brought to the market by Gui Gower. He is joining me here. Wonderful, busy campaign, Gui. Good luck to you. Good luck to our owner here this morning. The property itself, formally described as an estate in freehold, comprised of 528 square metres, more or less, all contained and described on that record of title that Gui has provided to you over the last few weeks of the campaign. Now, the settlement is proposed for Friday, the 26th of September 2025, or any other date mutually agreed in writing with our owners already. Now, the list of chattels, they remain unchanged, and I do take it that you've read and understood further terms 23 through to 26. You bid, you buy on that basis that you have accepted those today. Now, arriving at the property here on the weekend, straight away I noticed the driveway, the path, they look pristine, almost like they've either just been done or just been touched up, but it straight away gave me a good vibe that the owners here take good care of what they've been looking after and enjoying. That formal lounge delighted me with the spaciousness inside. I think Gui, or you or the owner, described it to me almost as a TARDIS, that on the outside it looks like a nice small house, and inside it just keeps opening up for you, and then you've got that second formal lounge around to the right, also just delivering on the size. That front room just off to the left of the foyer though, could be double used, could be a bedroom, could be an office, perfectly placed though just by that front door to give you options. The further two bedrooms, well proportioned, and then that large master suite, having that ensuite, and then those doors straight out to the garden, to the spa area, so that you can just relax before you have to deal with the rest of the family for the day. You've got the double garage that's nice and carpeted for you. You've got low maintenance gardens so that you can just spend your weekends enjoying yourself rather than doing maintenance. Our owners have been very proactive. New dishwasher, heat pump, cooktop, all updated for you, ready to go. And of course the location, driving there, I really enjoyed going past the golf course. That's where you could be spending your weekends. You've got the river walks all on your doorstep to enjoy. Shopping centre not too far away at all. But let's get things underway, Gui. Who says go? Who would like to make this theirs today? Time for an opening bid? 840, sir. Very good morning to you. Good luck today at $840,000. A lovely place to start. My suggestion from here, perhaps 20,000. Perhaps there's 860. That's my suggestion. At 840 with you, sir. At 840,000 in Burwood. A lot on offer here. At 840. First time at 840. 850. 850, sir. Good, welcome in. Good luck to you today at 850. I could see you guys there possibly enjoying the golf course. At 850, sir. I turn back to you. Would you go 860? That's my suggestion. 870. Oh, don't let me slow you down, sir. Very good. Very strong at 870. 890. 890, or matching fire with fire at 890. Sir, where do we go? Do we go the 910 and stick with the 20s? Up to you. At 890 here. 910, strong, sir, and 920 straight back. At 920 here, sir, where to from here? Do you go 940 or 930? Up to you. But at 920 here, 940, strong bidding. 950. At 950 now. Both determined bidders here, good property, and I can see why, at 950,000. Would you go 960, sir? That would be my suggestion, but up to you. At 960 there. 970. And 70 straight back. 80 beckons. At 970,000 here. Give you time to consider, time to consult. Phone a friend, perhaps. 80. At 980 here. 85. 85, cutting down in half, sir. Savvy bidding at 985. Do you go 990, sir? At 985 here. 10 more at 995, sir. You happy with that at 995? Yep, at 995. And $1 million. Without hesitation. Gui, I might need some instructions. At $1 million. They often stop at the round figures, sir. Perhaps 5,000. At $1 million with you. Another 10, very strong, sir, at 10.10. And we're on the market, Gui. Wonderful, at 10.10, sir, I sell to you, unless I see further bidding. And at $1,010,000, do we go 20? 20 at $1,020,000. $1,020,000 in Burwood. Would you go 30, sir? To stick to your current plans. At $1,020,000 here. A lot of home on offer, well maintained. Easy Care Gardens at $1,020,000. And 10 and 30 at $1,030,000. 40. And 40 now at $1,040,000. Do we go 50, sir? At $1,040,000. 5. And 5 at 45. Savvy bidding, sir, at $1,045,000 with you. 50. And 50. $1,050,000 now. On the market, we sell away here. 5. And 5 and 55. $1,055,000 in the lead. I sell here now at and 60. $1,060,000 on my right. And 65. $1,065,000 for a beautiful home in Burwood. Think of those weekend walks around the river, sir, almost in your grasp at $1,065,000. 75. And 75. 10 on top, strong bidding, trying to close it at $1,075,000 now. Do we go 80? Do we go 85? At $1,075,000 now. And 10 more and 85. $1,085,000, sir, with you. 90. And 90. $1,090,000. Do we go 1.1, sir? At $1,090,000 now. For the first time, at $1,090,000. 1.1. Bold, sir. At a $1.1 million with you in the front seat. What do we say, team? Couple of minutes. I could definitely do 30 seconds. Don't know about a couple of minutes. At 1.1, they're still considering. I would be having a chat about what you're doing next too. At 1.1. I'll give you time to reconsider. I'm getting shakes of heads, but I'll give you 3 chances to change your mind just in case. At 1.1 with you, sir, ready to sell away for the first time. At 1.1 million on 56 Broomfield. Second, third, final time. No time for regrets, ma'am. It's now or never. 1.105. Aha, there it is at 1.105. It is a sign of intelligence changing your mind at 1.105. It's here now at 1.105. Sir, what do you say? Is this your home or are you letting it go? At 1.105. 1,105,000 now. He's got a good team of advisors around him. Another 10 at 1.115. 1,115,000 with you, sir. Determined. What do we say, team? Is it 20? No, but I'm not sure now. You've shaken your head at me a few times. We're out. Oh, she may have conceded, but we'll see. Once again, I'll give you 3 chances to change your mind at 1,115,000 for the first call. Second opportunity. Third, final warning. You're letting it go. You're dealing with agents for the next few months. They're useful, but they're annoying. At 1,115,000, sir, I think you've done it once, twice, third, final. It goes. Sold. Congratulations, sir. You've got yourself a home. Congratulations to our former owners A wonderful auction. You've all got wonderful taste. We'll be back with you shortly to take you to Conference Street.
Well, that was exciting, wasn't it? So thank you for your patience for Ashgrove Terrace, 159A Ashgrove Terrace. Look, we paused the auction on a live bid of $1 million. There was an increase to $1,100,000. But at that level, my owners are not going to sell at that level. You need to be north of that. So we're going to pass the property in at $1,100,000. Anybody north of that level, give Cindy Lee St Clair a call. It is a wonderful property. It's just so impressive inside. Cindy's going to do a deadline next Wednesday, 3 p.m. So get round, get your offers in by 3 p.m. Wednesday. Good luck with that, Cindy, and good luck to your owners. We're going to move on to our next auction, which is 51 Conference Street. Superbly brought to the market by Jamin Marshall from our Mayorville office and Kezia Parsons. Superb job there at marketing this property. To the contract I take you, the property is more formally described as a Stratum and freehold title, record of title 64255. Settlement date is set down for the 26th of September 2025, unless you're working to a pre-arranged date, and the chattels remain the same as per the contract. And a very warm welcome to our owners. I must commend you on how beautifully presented you had your home to take to the market. Well, this is a really great spot here. I love this. Oh, sorry, no, wrong one. This is a really great spot here. This townhouse, it just oozes style and sophistication. It's set on 3 levels. The downstairs, you've got the kitchen and dining area and the outdoor area. The doors were all open when I was there to the outdoor area, and the sun was just pouring and it was so nice and sheltered. I love all the contemporary colours used inside and the highly spec'd appliances and finishes. It's a bonus having that internal access garage there, but you probably won't need a car living here because everything is just so accessible in walking distance. Upstairs on that second floor, you've got the 2 bedrooms and the bathroom, and then up to that 3rd level where you've got that gorgeous master bedroom, the ensuite and the balcony. As I was walking around, it was just one of those places that just keeps on giving and giving. I used to live on Conference Street, and it is just such a prime location to live. You can walk to Hagley Park, walk to those Victoria Street shops, the CBD, even walk to our new stadium and watch the rugby games or concert. It's just a fantastic location. It's smart and stylish. So 51 Conference Street, who would like to be the new owner? I look for your opening bid, ladies and gentlemen. Someone want to start me away? Silent auction. Is there 700,000? Somewhere nice and easy to start. At 700. Should be a Mexican wave at that level. At 700,000, I'll take that on a vendor bid then at 700,000. Who goes next? Perhaps 725. At 700,000, first call. Second call at 700. Walk everywhere. Third call at 700,000. Well, look, I'm going to place a vendor bid at 725. That's my last vendor bid. If you don't bid, ladies and gentlemen, this will get taken to the wider market. I know that Kezia and Jamin have conditional interest, so you will be competing against other people. So it's 725,000. First call. Second. Third call at 725. Well, Jamin, we haven't got any live bids, but we're just going to pass that property in at 780,000. At 780,000, anybody north of that level, get in touch with Jamin and Kezia. You will be impressed with this property. So the property's passed in at 780. Good luck to our owners. I'm sure you'll see a sold sticker on that sign soon. We'll be back with you shortly. A very good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for your patience. Let's move on to our next auction at 1 bar 505 Madras Street in St Albans. It has been superbly brought to the market by Cindy and Elena from our Mayor office, who have done a superb job at bringing this property to the market. Always lovely working with you ladies. I draw your attention to the contract now. The property is more formally described as a freehold parcel, 161 square metres more or less, on certificate of title 787. Now, settlement date is set down for the 25th of September 2025 unless you're working to a pre-arranged date, and the chattels remain the same as per the contract. Well, this is such a great townhouse, a post-quake build. It's linear board, which boasts a sleek contemporary design and gives you that peace of mind. Only 3 in this complex. This is the pick of the bunch for me, being that front one. You get all that lovely sunlight coming in, and that's with that spacious courtyard. The inside, it's light and it's bright. It's spacious living, sleek modern kitchen. All flows nicely through to that living area, and you've got those doors opening out to that lovely courtyard area to soak up all that afternoon, evening sun, perfect for barbecues. Upstairs you've got 3 bedrooms, master having that lovely ensuite, and there's other 2 bedrooms having that joint bathroom, which is really handy, and you've got that huge double garage and internal access, which is an absolute bonus. Now, that we know this location is fabulous. You're close to Edgware Mall, you're close to St Albans Park, not far from the city centre. It's just a really great opportunity, good solid investment as well. So I look for your opening bid, ladies and gentlemen, at 1/505 Madras Street. Thanks, ladies. Anyone want to start me away with an opening bid? Is there 650,000 perhaps? Somewhere nice and easy at 650. Sarah, have you bought a property today? Do you want to buy this one? At 650 on a vendor bid then at 650. It stays with me at 650. Who can I hand the bet into? It's to 675. At 650, first, second, third call. All right, I'm going to raise that to 675 on a vendor bid. Great opportunity here. What about you, ma'am? You were looking at this property at the open home. I saw you there. At 675,000. First call. Second time at 675. Third and final time at 675. Well, look, Jamin, we don't have any live... Oh, Alana, sorry, we don't have any live bids. We're going to just look to pass that property in, Cindy, as well. And that pass-in figure is 730,000. So anybody north of that level, give Cindy and Alana a call. It is a wonderful opportunity here, great area. So the property is passed in at 730,000. We're back there shortly.
Kia ora, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. If I could have your attention now for our last property in the catalogue for today. That is number 1 at 170 Palmers Road in New Brighton, brought to the market by Bev Griffith. Good luck to you, Bev. Good luck to our owners. A wonderful campaign it has been. The property itself, formerly described as a stratum in freehold, all contained and described on that record of title that Bev has provided to you over the last weeks of the campaign. Settlement when you can take over, move in and grab the keys is Friday, the 26th of September 2025, or any other date mutually agreed in writing with our owners already. The list of chattels, that remains unchanged, and I do take it that you've read and understood further terms 23 through to 25. You bid, you buy on that basis here this morning. Now, this is a wonderful opportunity in an area of town that I think is just underrated and waiting to boom. You've got 3 good-sized bedrooms here, all with their own wardrobes, good amount of storage. You've got a wonderful-sized family bathroom. It's all single level, which is the sought-after type of property you want to get for all ages. You've got wonderful open-plan living here, sun on all 3 sides. That's the benefit of getting that front property and getting that sun, all the windows there, and that kitchen, that large breakfast bar to serve, to entertain all of your friends, your guests, your kids from, and being that front townhouse house, you get that bonus of that front courtyard fully fenced to keep your kids, your dogs, your pets safe there. And of course, being the front, it's also got its own separate, its own garage, but then you've got that extra parking space, your own driveway, that own extra off-street park, all for you. Location here, impeccable. You've got your river walking tracks right at the end of your street. You've got beach weekends only blocks away. And of course, you've got Shirley Boys and Avonside Girls School zoning here. There's a lot of property here, a lot of good opportunities of who could live here, make this theirs. So I get this thing's underway on a vendor bid at $480,000, an exciting place to start at $480,000 for a 3-bedroom home in New Brighton, modern townhouse here at $480,000. Once called, twice, third, final time. Well, we don't have anybody unconditional today, Bev, but as we suspected, we're ready to go, ready to open up to conditional offers post-auction. We're going to make this nice and easy for you by placing an asking price. I am delighted by this price. It represents real value and a wonderful opportunity here at $519,000, 519,000. That is a lot of house for that number. I think you need to get on the phone to Bev this afternoon, and I want you to get through the open homes this weekend, as otherwise, Bev, I reckon there'll be a sold sticker going up next week. The only question is what day it's going on the front, as I know our vendors have plans and they want to get moving on them. So priced at $519,000. That concludes our auction day here at Holmwood. We've got several properties to come to market next week. I think we've got a bought forward this afternoon. We've had two bought forwards earlier in the week, so the market is active. Thank you very much for joining us online. Thank you for joining us here today. Have a wonderful weekend ahead.